Ahí.
Eso sí, ya sí.
¿Cómo estás?
Well, we wanna do a little blues gathering with bluesmen here for you to talk about your experience, the situation of the music scene in general, but particularly in Chicago. Where about how you think is now the situation if the comparing to 20, 30 years ago when you began your career on such, and you tell me yes, no. Es que está, hay que ponérselo así todo el rato.
Sí, no se escucha.
Ok, le he preguntado que nos cuente un poco cómo ve su experiencia sobre la situación del blues actual y en concreto lo que él más conoce de la ciudad de Chicago en los últimos 20, 30 años, desde que él empezó su carrera, cómo ha cambiado la cosa, cómo ve un poco la situación de la escena musical.
Well, you take like 30 years ago, the blues was black man music. So now, it's white folks' music. And it's something new to them. They don't understand it. When they see a black man doing it, they think it's the blues. And the black man now is not playing the blues no more. He's playing white folk blues. See, when black people back years ago played the blues, they hugged each other and slow dance. White people, when they dance, they jump up and down. So they think that's the blues. They don't understand. Years ago, when you went to a club, it was all blacks. Now, you got all whites. You can count the blacks that be in there because the music have changed. And they did it different. Like the black guys now, they're playing to satisfy the white people. They're not doing it from no feeling. They're doing it to make money. And that's what I can't understand. You know, I have to do what I feel. If I can't feel it, the people can't feel it. So that's why I never changed my style from when I first started. But the most black guys, they don't change their style because they please the white folks.
Traduce. Yo creo que tienes que ir traduciendo, si no lo vas a presionar.
A ver, sí, please, you could do the answer a little shorter for me to translate everything. Bueno, dice que en principio el blues es música negra. Cuando él empezaba el blues era música negra y hoy día no es así, es más bien música blanca. Y luego hay una cuestión de que el público negro no se interesa por la música y bueno, en los clubs hace 20 o 30 años, cuando tocaban, pues bailaba la gente negra. Hoy día es muy difícil que veas alguna persona, algún afroamericano entre el público en un bar donde esté tocando el blues. Entonces, están tocando, los propios músicos también hay otro problema, y es que están tocando para los blancos, no
para satisfacer
a los blancos, no para su propia gente, con lo cual están tocando diferente. Ya no se baila la música o se baila de otra forma, es decir, está cambiando en muchos sentidos también. Eso es más o menos lo que ha dicho.
See, back in the days, blues was important in America. Now blues is more popular over here than it is in America now. Because this is something y'all are learning. We knew it all the time. But now, more people over here are interested in the blues than they are in America. Things have changed. Time have changed. There's a big difference now. Like in Chicago, all the old blues musicians have died out. They're not playing the blues no more. They're playing for the money. They're not playing for the feeling. Back in the day, you did it because you felt it. And you did it from your heart. And this is why I never changed for the last 40 years. I've kept my music the same. I got to feel it for you to feel it. If I don't feel it, how can I make you feel it? So I never change. But most people have changed because they change because they can make more money.
Sí, que hay un problema además, y es que no, los tiempos están cambiando, las cosas han cambiado, pero básicamente se reduce a que ya no se canta el blues, no se hace el blues porque lo sientes, como lo hacían ellos, sino que lo haces simplemente por dinero. Entonces, claro, si el blues lo cantas por dinero, pues no puedes pretender que la gente lo sienta, de la misma forma que si tú estás compartiendo tus propios sentimientos, ¿no?
Y si vos no lo sentís, no lo puede sentir la gente, fue lo que dijo él.
Efectivamente, sí.
See, I was born in the country. I plowed the mule. A lot of you people don't know nothing about the mule. This is where you got the blues. You know, back in the days, a lot of people don't understand that. I worked all my life. I sung the blues on the weekends, but I kept a job. So I always worked. So I didn't depend on this for no living. So I don't have to depend on it now. I do it because I enjoy it. It's something I love. It comes from my heart, the way I was raised. See, the blues is life. You live the blues every day. If you don't have no money, you got the blues. If you got money, you still got the blues because somebody trying to take it away from you.
Él ha trabajado toda su vida, tuvo que ir detrás de una mula, ha trabajado desde que era muy pequeño, entonces puedes tener el blues por lo que estás sufriendo, puedes tener el blues porque no tengas dinero, pero también puedes tenerlo porque lo tengas y te lo vayan a quitar o te lo hayan quitado. Eso es un poco...
Y dice que él nunca necesitó de la música para vivir, ¿no? Trabajaba 5 días a la semana y
él no tocaba, ni no cantaba por dinero, sino que lo cantaba porque le gustaba, porque lo sentía él. No tenía que ganarse la vida con ello, necesariamente, y sin embargo seguía cantándolo.
See, when you're jumping up and down, that's no blues. You have to take your time. It's just like making love. Slow down and take your time and enjoy it. That's the feeling of the blues. A lot of people don't understand that. Don't rush. Take your time. That is the blues, okay?
Es muy importante tomarse su tiempo, como cuando haces el amor. Es decir, no es dar saltitos, tienes que tomártelo con calma para que sea lo que tiene que ser, ¿no?
And if you come see my show, you're going to see the real blues. No rush.
no ching-ching.
No chingy-ching. Just take your time and enjoy the blues. You take your time when you're making love. Take your time when you listen to the blues. See, blues is not to be played loud. Blues to be played soft. Why, if you want to try to meet your new girlfriend or stuff, she can still listen to you talk. When you're playing it loud, that's no blues. You want to be heard and understood, okay? So come see this show, and you're going to feel the blues. Not hear it, you're going to feel it too, okay?
Si venís a ver su show, vais a sentirlo, el blues como lo siente él, sin prisas, que es como no se trata de dar saltitos, hay que sentirlo como cuando estás haciendo el amor no tienes prisa, ¿no? No es cuestión de dar saltos, pues lo mismo.
Hace unas semanas, bueno, unos meses atrás, él hizo unas declaraciones que nosotros compartimos en el Facebook acerca de que el blues se había muerto. Me gustaría que ampliara esa teoría.
Yes. We read an interview to you on the internet some weeks ago. You was talking about the blues was dying in Chicago. We would like to talk more about this.
Well, the blues in Chicago is not like it once was. See, A lot of young people now, they smoke a little reefer. The blues is about whiskey and women. That's why it all started. When your woman leave you, you go get you some whiskey because you had the blues. So now things have changed to a lot of people. But the blues will never die, but it's not like it once was back in the early days. Like I said in the early days, that was black man music. And when the young whites, they started to listen to it, and they wanted to learn it, because it was something new to them. But I was born with it. So I had the blues all my life. A lot of you probably just started listening to the blues. You don't understand it. You might enjoy it, but you got to have a feeling, and it comes from your heart. It comes from inside. This is where I get my blues from my heart. If I can't feel it, I know you can't feel it. I have to feel it first in order for you to feel it. So you come to my show, and I'll show you what the old man can do.
Dice que, bueno, las cosas no son en Chicago como solían ser, pero sobre todo porque no se siente el blues. Y claro, pues si no lo sientes, no puedes conseguir que los demás lo sientan. El blues que hace él lo canta desde lo más hondo y ahí está la clave, en el sentimiento. Y bueno, en su show es donde se puede comprobar.
Yo creo que, anda traduciéndole para ver qué piensa él, ¿no? Yo creo que el problema está básicamente en que los artistas principales del blues no están promocionando a los auténticos artistas de blues, ¿no?
He thinks the famous blues artists are now promoting another blues musician from his own people, another Afro-Americans. The famous, like a Buddy Guy, an example, or someone that, like a B.B. King did at that time, or like that, you know.
En los 50, por ejemplo, cuando Muddy Waters llegó a Chicago, Bill Brunsey no se sintió celoso. Bill Brunsey promocionó a Muddy Waters, y así Muddy Waters, el ejemplo de Bill Brunsey, Muddy Waters lo aplicó con Chuck Berry, y así todo, ¿no? Yo creo que el problema está ahí, que los jóvenes negros no se van a arrimar al blues en tanto y en cuanto los viejos o las leyendas no le den espacio, ¿no?
Maybe there's not a community feeling for your own people, because it's in the late 40s when Muddy Waters come to Chicago, B.B. Brunsey was helping him. He was not jealous about it. Right. And then Muddy Waters did the same with Chuck Berry, for example. So that kind of thing.
Esos ejemplos no existen más.
Don't happen right now. Maybe.
Well, it wasn't a thing of Muddy Waters helping Chuck Berry. Here was a thing. When Chuck Berry got up there and started moving around, and the white girls started enjoying that, that's why they had to get somebody else. That's when they put, I forget this guy, Carl Perkins and all of them in there to do the same thing, while the white girl wouldn't follow the black man. So this was the game. This is how they did this. Just kind of keep the white girl from looking at the black man. So they had to find a white boy to get out there and do the same thing Chuck Berry was doing. Son-in-law Slim brought Chuck Berry to Chess Records, not Muddy Waters. So this is, Chuck Berry was a hairdresser. He was doing hair. But when he got too popular with the white girl, they had to get a white boy to jump and shake like he did. To keep them from looking at him. That's why he went to jail for taking girls across the state line and stuff, you know. You have to understand that. See, you know, they had to change it to try to turn it around while the white girl would look at the black boy. And this is what they did. Now, the blacks are ashamed of what their forefathers created. Now, if it wasn't for the white boy, the blues would be dead. They the one brought it back. The blues was dead for a while. When the young white boy started playing the blues, that's what brought the blues back. That's what was them. Like you people over here, you have kept the blues alive. America is dying from the blues because they don't listen to it no more. But it's something new to y'all. So this is why you're helping keep the blues alive.
Dice que en realidad en América es donde está muriendo el blues, porque es donde no hay esa continuidad, pero fuera de Estados Unidos sí está viendo que la gente lo sigue y que lo aprecian, ¿no? Bueno, él decía que también, más que Muddy Waters, fue Sonny and Slim, el pianista, el que introdujo a Chuck Berry, pero que con Chuck Berry lo que ocurrió es que, bueno, la música que él hacía empezaron a bailarlo las chicas blancas también. Y inmediatamente colocaron a jóvenes blancos haciendo eso mismo, pues como Carl Perkins, etcétera, y otros más conocidos, ¿no? Ese es otro problema y otra cuestión, ¿no?
Yo creo que el problema también está en que las nuevas generaciones no escuchan a los maestros, ¿no? Las nuevas generaciones escuchan a los alumnos.
Eso entre los músicos blancos, más bien, ¿no?
Sí,
Bueno, y entre los jóvenes negros también.
Los jóvenes negros también, ¿no?
He said maybe another problem is the young musicians, the young guys don't listen to the masters, they listen to the disciples, no? Like in example, not just the white people, right. No, they listen to some Stevie Ray Vogans and such. No, even the young, the black Jones, they someone trying to play like Jimi Hendrix or like Stevie Ray Vaughan too, you know, because where they think is the money, I think they're never gonna be money for them there, because it's a white thing for white.
Right.
Because America is not Europe, it's different.
Right.
The racism is different.
Right.
Es como dice Terry
Just like I've been practicing all over the world. Russia, they can't speak English, but they understand the blues. The feeling comes from here. Young black America, they're ashamed of what their forefathers created. They think they're ashamed to say they love the blues. So they listen to rap. No blues no more. But the people over here, Russia, Italy, I've been all over. They trying to learn the blues. And this is what's keeping the blues alive. If it wasn't for you people, the blues would be dead. Because American people, especially in the black race, the young whites, yeah, they're trying to learn the blues because it's something new. But the young blacks, no. They ashamed of the blues. We just had a friend, just lost a friend, Eddie Taylor Jr., 47 years old. He was the last black kid in Chicago playing the traditional blues. The rest of them dressed it up. Too much rock. No feeling in it.
Porque no tienen ídolos.
You know?
Decide, porque no tienen
They don't feel it.
Sí, bueno, dice que el problema es en América, lógicamente, que él ha estado en Rusia y en Rusia ha comprobado que la gente siente el blues y que lo siguen en Italia y por toda Europa y por donde ha estado tocando, o en Sudamérica. Y en Estados Unidos no. Su propia gente, los jóvenes negros, no siguen, se avergüenzan de su propia herencia en muchos casos. Entonces ahí está el problema.
Pero el problema también pasa porque no tienen un ejemplo a seguir. En los 50, claro, estaba Muddy Waters, que todos querían ser como Muddy Waters. Hoy no quieren ser como aquel que está tocando en la calle, ¿no? Como dice el Terry Harmonic Bean, cuando uno escucha a un bluesman tocando el blues correctamente, se da cuenta que no es lo mismo, ¿no?
Maybe the young blacks has not an example to follow. You know, like in other times they got Muddy Waters or something.
they are ashamed. See, they're ashamed of what their forefathers created. So, you know, they'll tell you, I don't like no blues. You go to the house, you'll find blues record. But they're not going to let you know. They feel it's a disgrace because they think it from slavery. They don't realize this is what your forefathers created for you. And they're giving it away. And a lot of blacks, they wonder why they don't have no money. Everything you get, you give it away. How can you have some money? You give away what your forefathers created. Everything the black man have created, he gave it away. He didn't have sense enough to keep nothing for himself. And this is practically everything the white man got. The black man created, but he gave it away. Shame on what his forefathers created, and then they didn't have no education. Didn't know how to keep nothing. Back years ago, when the black man did a record, the white man took all the money because he didn't have no education. Back in the days when black people went to church, they couldn't read and write. They had to go by what the preacher said because they couldn't read and write. They're going to remember what the preacher said, and that's the way they thought they could live. But now we're able to go to school. If you just get up off your butt and go to school and get an education, you can learn the same thing the white man can. But you got to try. And a lot of young blacks now, that's why they put the drugs out here. Well, if I get you on drugs, you ain't gonna learn nothing no way. So this is the thing. So I try to tell my young black brothers and sisters, wake up, leave the drugs alone. Try to get your education. If you get an education, you can live like the white man. Can't be boss like him, but you can live good as he can. You know, and this is what people have to understand, and this all over the world. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. This is what people should understand, and a lot of people don't. They wonder why I don't have this, I don't have that. Live according to your means. Don't spend it all. When I was 15 years old, working on the farm down in Arkansas, I made $15 that week. I always liked fine shoes. I spent my whole $15 on a pair of Johnny Walker shoes. I came home, my grandfather whooped me. I said, why are you whooping me? He said, grandson, you weren't supposed to spend it all. And from that day to this, I haven't been broke since.
Bueno, ha dicho muchas cosas. Bueno, contaba un poco su infancia en Arkansas y tal. Este último no lo he pillado muy bien. No sé si lo último
que dijo.
Sí.
Ya lo había contado esto. Dice que compró unos zapatos, trabajó una semana, ganó $15 y fue a comprar unos zapatos de $15 y cuando volvió a la casa el abuelo lo cagó a palo. y le dijo, ¿por qué? ¿Por qué? Porque no tenés que gastar todo lo que tenés.
Bueno, ha dicho una cosa también muy importante, que a su propia gente, a los jóvenes, les dice que consigan educación, que estudien, porque esa es la única manera en la que pueden conseguir lo que consigue la gente blanca de su edad, hasta cierto punto. Y bueno, que no se trata de qué haces, sino de cómo lo haces, en definitiva, que esa es la cosa, ¿no? Que trabajen y que se apliquen. Las drogas no les van a llevar a ningún sitio, eso es un poco el tema, ¿no? Y también, bueno, I want to talk about this, like you say, but in the 60s, in the early 60s, when the soul music come up, still really, actually, the blues, the black people was ashamed of the blues at that time, 40 years ago, and still new bluesmen come up in the 70s, in the 80s, and even right now. So it's not, it's dying, but it's not quite death, no?
Well, if it weren't for the whites, the blues would be dead. You know, when I came up, the blues was hot and heavy. And then when the young whites started playing the blues, and the blacks got ashamed of the blues had died. The young whites brought the blues back alive, and people from over here, they began to hear about the blues, and they wanted to learn the blues. Now, you go to Brazil, every young kid you find, he got a guitar, harmonica, some drum, trying to learn the blues. And they are learning it. They are playing it better than a lot of people in America. And this is true all over the world. And I travel practically all over the world. In 1989, in 83, I was in a movie they made for Dutch TV called The 100 Boy Ever Story. 1989, the Mojo Blues Band out of Vienna, Austria, came to Chicago and found me. And I've been coming across the country ever since 1990. They came to Chicago and found me and said, we want to record you. Ever since 1990, I've been traveling all over the world.
Sí, que le he comentado que de hecho también cuando empezó la música soul en los años 60, también la gente negra se avergonzaba precisamente de su propia herencia y de los